Yo, what's up? In this video, I'm gonna talk about the Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan recordings or whatever. And these LeBron love. Look how mad Kendrick Perkins looking. Look how mad he looking. He used this opportunity to boost up LeBron. Nobody wasn't even talking about that role player or anything like that, but he used the if that was LeBron said he didn't want to play, y'all would have crucified him. This goes to show you that he is on LeBron, Scottie Pippen, James payroll. Okay, look how mad he looking. If that was LeBron, nobody ever talking about that role player. Okay? The role player and the best player in the league, Michael Jordan were. Okay, you know, Michael Jordan pretty much lied. He lied. He, in the what you call it, he said they told me who wasn't playing and all that, but the tape came out. Everybody pretty much knew this. I knew this before he even said it. And Shannon Sharp, he using that too. Oh, Michael Jordan, Skip Bayless. I thought you said that Michael Jordan did this and this. And Skip Bayless, Skip Bayless, the truth teller now when it comes to LeBron and talking about LeBron. But he tried to defend what Jordan said. What Jordan clearly said that he didn't want the man to play, and everybody know at that time when Michael Jordan said he wanted Bill Cartwright on the team, or I wouldn't play. They'll kick David Robinson out or Patrick Ewing off and put Bill Cartwright on the team. Everybody know this. But the point is, idiot Kendrick Perkins just using this. He just all this venom. It was Michael Jordan. Idiot Matt's an idiot. But when it comes to this topic, he making reasonable sense. Well, I would probably would have kicked Stockton off the team at that point to put Isaiah Thomas on the team. But if Stockton would have stayed, that's fine. Or kick Christian Laettner off the team. Listen, Jordan is a poor leader. This somebody wrote. Jordan is a poor leader. The team hated him. He was scared to play with Thomas. He was not scared to play with Thomas. 040 EHV. He played with Thomas on the All-Star team. Okay? It all come down to that handshake. Okay? He didn't shake the man's hand. And he held that against him to this day. Okay? He held it against him. So he held it to him, and that's why he wasn't on the team. Okay? That's when it all come down to. Yeah, Larry Bird didn't shake in the hands either, but he was like the face of the league. Well, not at that point, but through the 80s he were, him and Magic Johnson. But at the end of the day, the teammate liked Michael Jordan, okay? I made this analogy before. He just a bitter old man holding a grudge for someone. Yeah, he holding a grudge. He ain't bitter. He won 6 titles, okay? So, well, how can then he a billionaire? How can you be bitter about that? He hold grudges. I give you that, but he ain't bitter. And back to the teammates. All the teammates like the man. And then Scottie Pippen, he using Kobe. God rest his soul, Kobe. Well, when I saw Kobe, man, I've seen this man better than Jordan. Now you talking about some of that bitter. That's Scottie Pippen, okay? Scottie Pippen, first, he got stuck. He started jumping up for joy for LeBron. A couple years back when he followed Wade to Miami. Oh man, he be better than Jordan. He better than Jordan. And then he realized how stupid he was when he saw LeBron getting beat by Kawhi Leonard and JJ Barea and all that. He backpedaled, with that, because he know that was dumb. So now he using Kobe, because Kobe is closer to Jordan than LeBron, much closer. So he trying to use that to try to down Michael Jordan. Let me see what these people saying. I don't how can you pull up? Okay. Jordan was my favorite player. LeBron was only 2 out of 2 times out of 9, uh, Jordan was all-time. LeBron lost with Deliver. Oh, here we go with the name Dellavedova. See, that was y'all LeBron lovers love doing it. You know, Jordan would win with wouldn't won with Kerr. He would have won. He won with Kerr. Kobe is overrated. That's not true. Um, he won with Kerr. Look at the roster. Other than Pippen and probably Horace Grant and Dennis Rodman, who would you build a team around? Huh? Listen, man. Kendrick Perkins on the payroll. Look how mad he look. He mad because let just flip the script. If it was LeBron, Kendrick Perkins, you want to put scenarios. If it was that role player, let me see somebody who dominate well. Everybody dominate him in the league. So who he wouldn't play on the team? Draymond Green, Kawhi Leonard. He definitely. Oh man, Kawhi Leonard made him look like a joke since 2013. So let us say Kawhi Leonard, because clearly Kawhi Leonard better than him. So he'll say, I don't want Kawhi Leonard on the team. I don't want Kawhi Leonard on the team. And Kawhi Leonard no getting a team. Kendrick Perkins would have been out here saying, well, Kawhi Leonard did this to LeBron, did that to LeBron. Who wanna play with somebody like that? It'll ruin team chemistry. That would have been the angle that he would have been throwing out if it was Scottie Pippen James. Okay? Scottie Pippen James is a role player. And y'all can throw out, see, like I said in the other videos, y'all just go by name, Dellavedova. He made it to the finals with him. I don't think he was that good to play with him. Well, how come he could make it to the final? He could win 12 games with Dellavedova, but he can't win 4 more with the man. Because the man is a role player, that's why. And the East was weak. Okay? That's the bottom line. That's when it all come down to. Jordan played in the East when the East was a beast. Okay? That's the bottom line. Because Kyrie went out in the final. Well, hey, y'all said Kyrie was holding them down. They better without Kyrie. Kyrie was there in the conference finals. But in the final, if LeBron, Scottie Pippen James so great, he could win without Kyrie. Jordan couldn't win without Pippen. Listen, he said it himself. See, he ain't like LeBron, Scottie Pippen James. He could say, listen, he got Scottie Pippen got drafted there with him. He made Scottie Pippen to a great, okay? And with his sidekick, they won title. That's nothing to be ashamed of. But when y'all LeBron lovers do, when LeBron don't win, y'all throw everybody under the bus. All these players suck. He go to another team. He get some more players. Y'all say he suck. The coach suck. Get him trade. Get all the players trade. Now they got a new bunch. They still lose. And now the organization suck and all the other people suck. There's no winner with these LeBron lovers. Look at, another case in point. Look at the roster of the Kobe team in 09-010. Who would build a team around Jordan Farmer, Sasha Vujic, Shannon Brown, Devin George? Who would build a team around Derek Fisher? Okay? The only players you would build a team around is Kobe and Paul Gasol. Lamar Odom was on drugs, so you definitely won't build a team around him. Okay, so only 2 people. One, the third decent player, Lamar Odom, and trash. And he got them boys to the final. How come they could do it? Jordan did it. But when LeBron do, he need help. These people can't play. They made it to the finals, but he can't play. That's why I said Odom was the third person, but he was on drugs, so you won't play. You won't build a team around him. Okay? Bynum was not great. What Bynum did in Philly. Okay? So y'all boosting up this role player. Y'all using this Isaiah Thomas thing. saying, listen, everybody knew that the man, if Michael Jordan wanted Isiah Thomas on the team, he would have been on the team. Okay, that's the bottom line. Okay, it doesn't matter what he did in Philly. Well, if you say, listen, you said that Bynum was great, but when you go to another team, it don't matter what he done. If he great, what he done in Philly, I'm just pointing out the fact that Kendrick Perkins is mad. He using this. Anything that bad Jordan, he gonna use it. Oh, Jordan ain't number one in that top 10 thing. It's LeBron. LeBron 3-6 in the finals, okay? But he number one. All the other people in that ranking won, okay? Won and got a winning record, I believe, in the finals. But when LeBron 3-6, he didn't have any help. But they won 66 games with no help. Like look how crazy this sound, LeBron lover. He won 66 games by himself, but with Jordan, with all these great players, you say, in 96, he just won 6 more than a LeBron James team with no help. So what that tell you about LeBron? He just need one marginal player to get him over the top then. If Jordan won 72 with all this help, and LeBron won 66 with no help, and the Larry Bird team, I think they won 69 games with all these Hall of Famers. That 3 more games more than LeBron. And LeBron didn't have any help. Well, LeBron should be winning finals. He should have been 9-0. If he that great, just face it, LeBron lover. Kobe couldn't carry the bum teams to the playoff. Well, nobody could have carried the team with Kwame Brown and Smush Parker. Not even Jordan. Jordan had Kwame Brown, and the team was trash. Okay, so nobody could win with Kwame Brown. I wouldn't even say Jordan could win with him. Okay, so that's a fail. Who is this LeBron lover? I know nobody won without help. Well, that's the point I'm making. LeBron had help. He won 66 games and 61 games. So you can win 66 games with no help. You can win 61 games with no help. But you need help to win 4 more other games to go to the finals and to win the finals. Come on now. Boobie Gibson was his second best player. There you go by names. If Jordan was on that same team, they would have won 66. And they would have won the finals too. Okay, because he would have brought it out of them. Why did LeBron didn't make these teammates better? If Boobie, you naming all these names, why he didn't make Boobie Gibson better? Okay, if he's such a great, because Jordan made Scott Burrell better. He made Bill Willington better. He made Jud Bushner. He made him better. He made Steve Kerr better. How come LeBron couldn't do the same? Huh? That's all I want to know. Well, how come he couldn't make Dellavedova good enough to win 4 more games? Because they made it to the final. Actually, in 2015, how come he make them better to win 2 more games? Because they were up 2-1. How come he couldn't do that? So y'all jumping up for joy, cause that Isiah Thomas thing. Everybody knew this. Jordan field on the thing. And Horace Grant, y'all jumping up, made them look better. How come he couldn't make them better to win the finals? That's all I want to know. How come he couldn't do what Jordan did to Scott Burrell and Steve Kerr to make them win the finals? It's only 4 games they had to win. It ain't like they had to win 8 games, so they just had to win 4 games. Okay, how come he couldn't put it in them to make them better to win, like Jordan did Scott? Cause you said the teammate. I'm arguing with LeBron over. Cause you said the teammates hated him, hated his guts, Jordan guts, and didn't want to play with him. Okay, then why? How come that hate didn't interfere with them playing good and winning the finals? Randy Brown and all them. Let's see. You don't remember. That's all I want to know. If LeBron made them look better and all that, how come they ain't win the finals? That's just a simple question. How come they didn't win the finals? LeBron team was bottom of the league as soon as he left. Same thing with the Bulls, although the Bulls weren't the same team. Okay? That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't, him leaving the team, that's not, you dodging the question. The question is, when he was on the team, how come he didn't instill something in them to make them overcome the finals? That's all. Not after he left and before he got there. I'm talking about while he was there, because they made it to the finals. How come they didn't win? That's all I want to know. Pippen went to the conference finals. Pippen carrying them. Pippen was better than anybody LeBron ever played with. Well, explain on Scott Burrell play, Judge Bushner, Bill Willerton. I could go down the list. Randy Brown, he made all them good. The win. Wade wasn't in his prime, with LeBron. Okay, Wade wasn't in his prime with LeBron. Okay, if that was the case, why did he follow LeBron, not LeBron, Scottie Pippen James? Why LeBron, Scottie Pippen James followed Wade if he wasn't in his prime and wasn't that good and all this other stuff? He even begged Wade. Now by that point, Wade was past his prime. He begged Wade to come to Cleveland. Okay? He begged Wade to come to Cleveland. Oh man, please come help me, Wade. And Wade was there for a couple of months. And Wade said, get me out of here. I'm going back to Miami. Okay? And that's what he did. Okay, these are the facts. Let me see. Oh, chats are visible. Okay, let me see. 90% of Wade. Okay, because 90% of Wade is still a top 10 player. That's not past his prime. If he's 90%, that's not past his prime. So that's a fail. This is a LeBron. LeBron, they come with the same talking point. These the talking point these LeBron lover come with. Naming the name, because the names ain't household name, like Randy Brown and Scott Burrell, a household name. They start naming the players that not popular on the Cavs team or whichever team. They start naming he didn't have any help. Kobe had what his name? Bynum and all this other stuff. They come up with the same talking points. He was in his prime in 09 when he should have won MVP and Kobe stole it. Or LeBron did. Let me see. He was in the prime. He was in his prime in 09 and he should have. Okay, so he was in his prime then, so I guess the next year he was out of his prime. But yet and still, LeBron, Scottie Pippen James followed the guy that passed his prime. Why? Because he said, LeBron, carry me. He said, Wade, carry me the titles. I can't win. I'm not good enough to make no-name players better to win and get them ready for the pressures of the playoffs and the pressure of the finals. I'm not good enough to do that. Wade, you did it. So help me, because I can't do it. And then he won them titles due to Mario Chalmers, Birdman, Wade, Ray Allen. And he thought he got the big head, went to Cleveland. Kyrie Irving won the title for him. Kyrie Irving got fed up, left. He begged Wade to come save him. Wade couldn't do it. Wade went back to Miami. He got exposed. And Draymond Green them ran him out of Cleveland. Okay, these are the facts. Just look at the tape. Okay? First year, Wade was still great with Braun, and after that, he dropped off. Oh. Okay, so when they failed in Matt, okay, you trying to say, okay, when LeBron James got drugged by J.J. Barea, Deshaun Stevenson, and Brendan Haywood and Dirk Nowitzki. Wade was in his prime then, but Wade got out of his prime after that year, and they won two miraculously. With Wade out of his prime and all of that. They won with Wade out of his prime. Okay. What else? Cause there's a brawl over 90% of Wade. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to listen. Why you bring up 3-6 as a bad thing? LeBron losing in the final is a greater compliment than Jordan first round loss. Really? 3-6 in the finals is a good accomplishment? Okay, yeah, man, I'm a boxer, man. I won hey man, I'm Glass Joe. I won one match, one bout, and lost 99 bouts. But that's a great accomplishment because it's better than losing all of them. He 3-6. 3-6 is a bad thing if you trying to consider yourself the GOAT. Okay, if you're a GOAT, you can't come up with no losing record. And by the way, Jordan first round, he lost to Sidney Moncrief, Terry Cummings, what name? Larry Bird, pretty much stacked team. Larry Bird, McHale, Perry, Denny Johnson, Bill Walton, and all of them. He lost to them. Okay, let's look at the first round team that role player beat. Gilbert Arenas, he beat them by 3 times or something like that. These were sorry teams. Okay, the Bucks, when they had Brendan Jennings or something like that. My Pistons one year, they were trash at that point. So who do these teams, you saying like he beat some top level teams in the first round. He didn't. You think Tom Brady is the joke? Would you rather lose 9 times in the first round? No. Jordan didn't either, so I don't see the point of that. I prefer 9 final trips. Yeah, I prefer 9 final trips, but I would want to win more than I lost. You think Tom Brady is the GOAT? Yes, in quarterback, yeah. He is. Yeah, I think he is. He 6-3. That's a winning record. Okay? Now if he were 4-5 and 3-6, no. Well, he didn't listen. He won. Okay, Brady lost 3 in the Super Bowl. He didn't win. He won more than he lost, and he won 6. And football, it's tough. It's tough to win 4. How many teams only won 4? Like with the same player, like the Steelers and the 49ers in the history of football, let alone 6. With the same quarterback. Yeah, Montana. That's why I said that Montana didn't lose. That's why I said Montana second. Brady won. He could have won 6 Super Bowls. Nobody ain't ever done that as a starting quarterback. Okay? So, and then it's kind of different than basketball. Basketball, that role player LeBron got a hand in every play pretty much in the game. Brady don't, but I still consider him the GOAT as far as quarterback goes. I don't agree with Brady can't be the GOAT. He done caught. Yeah, he got caught cheating and stuff, but I can't take away the fact that the man won 6 Super Bowls. Okay. And yeah, he responsible for the entire offense. That's why I said he was the GOAT quarterback. And LeBron, he 3-6, but he play offense and he really don't play good defense. So let anybody let a midget, cause JJ Barea my height, okay? And you would have saw the game, you would have thought JJ Barea 6 foot, and LeBron James 5 foot something. You hold LeBron losses against him. No, now if he You hold LeBron final losing against him with Jordan 6-0. But the point is, he lost 6. He won 3. Now, if he won 3 and lost 1, then I signed silly to hold that 1 loss against him. Okay, but he lost double of the finals he won. Okay, if he was 3-2, if he was 4-2, Kobe is 5-2. He won more than he lost. What else he said? I'm a hypocrite because of that. Montana didn't lose either, but he isn't your GOAT. I said, listen, man. Tom Brady lost three Super Bowls, and then 2. The man ain't responsible for defense. Okay. Kobe was a sidekick. That's the same. That's the other talking point. Even though LeBron level was focusing they hate on Kobe, he was a sidekick. Shaq won without Kobe. Okay, bottom line. And that man was a little bit more than a sidekick, like Pippen. Okay, Pippen was a sidekick. Okay, he do his role. Kobe wasn't. Kobe was an alpha 2. Kobe got mad. I didn't like the way he did Shaq. It took him some years, and he won 2 on his own. Kobe is the best player. 6-20. Oh, he got the same talking point. 6-24. I wonder who that sound like. Kobe was 6-24. There they go with that again. He isn't clutch. He won the game. Think about it. Anthony Davis, I think they won in Kentucky. If you look at his stat line, he didn't score a lot. They won the game. So I take 6-24 and win versus I don't know, 23 out of 24 and lose. How about you? Let's see. LeBron, best game, 7 player ever. No, he's not. That's not true, because he would have won. He would have won some titles. Shaq couldn't win Orlando. Paul could get kicked out of the playoffs. Artest saved his legacy with that shot. If you're going to start talking about Ray Allen. So Ron Artest saved Kobe after the Ron Artest saved Kobe legacy. He did make a clutch shot, but the point is, we know Kobe could make those shots. Nobody except y'all LeBron level think that LeBron is capable of making the shot. Same thing y'all use with Kerr and Paxson. We know Jordan could do it, but in that instant they did it. Kerr and Paxson, he the best role player. I give him that. I said he the best role player ever. He passed the ball, stand in the corner. He let Kyrie Irving and Richard Jefferson and Wade and Ray Allen, they do his thing, Ray Allen and Kyrie saved LeBron. We clearly saw the pass. You would have had an argument, LeBron lover, if LeBron James passed the ball to Ray Allen. Okay? He didn't. He bricked as usual, and Chris Bosh took an opportunity. He had a split second. He said, I ain't finna throw it back that role player, because then we gonna lose. He threw it to Ray Allen, and Ray Allen saved LeBron. He saved LeBron. Kerr, Paxson, and all them, they didn't shoot the ball because Kobe and Michael Jordan bricked. Okay? That's saving. If Jordan bricked and Kerr and Paxson and Kobe bricked and all Ron Artest and all this other stuff hit the shot, then you have an argument. Paxson and Kerr didn't shoot the ball because Jordan bricked. Okay? So you need to shut up about that, LeBron lover. What else? And then Kyrie Irving, he said, look, man, I ain't gonna even pass it to that role player. That's what he did in the game. Say he didn't even pass it to that role player. He just took the shot on his own. Okay? He said, forget this. I saw how Ray Allen had to get him out of a jam, how Wade had to get him out of the jam. This is probably going to be my only opportunity to win the final, which it was. You know, at that point, I finna take this shot on my own, and Kyrie Irving took the shot on his own. Okay? He said, forget this. I ain't finna, put that in the hand of this role player. The role player, the reason why we was in 3-1 deficit anyway. And me and Richard Jefferson had to come and save the day. Okay? And that's what he did. And then Kyrie Irving got fed up and left the year after next. Okay? He got fed up with that role player. Throwing him under the bus. Kevin Love. When did Jordan ever play a team stacked like the Warriors? If you could combine all the teams, they would put the Pistons. They had 3 little Dumars, Thomas, Mark Aguirre, and what name? Dennis Rodman. That was a good team. The Magic team, I give you that. The Blazers, they had Drexler, Porter, Buck Williams. They had a good team. Phoenix, Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Barkley. These good team. What you talking about? And then they beat the Magics in the playoff. The Magic in the playoff. 96. They had Shaq, Penny, Nick Anderson, Horace Grant, Dennis Scott. What you mean? These are good teams. The Sonics, Payton, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Scrimp, or where that Derek Scrimp, Hawkins. These are good teams. Karl Malone, Stockton, all these guys, Hall of Famers. Draymond is not a Hall of Famer. I know y'all like to use that, but he's not. Okay? He's not. Who else y'all like to use? Cause Chris Sword, he better play against four Hall of Famers. 5 Hall of Famers. I think it said Andre Iguodala was a Hall of Famer. He's not. Okay, Draymond's not. Okay, Curry is. He definitely. They retired today. Curry is first ballot. Durant is first ballot. Klay Thompson, I wouldn't put him first ballot, but it is what it is. And Draymond, no. Andre Iguodala, no. I know y'all like to use that, but he's not. Jordan played against great teams, and he played against the Heat with Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning. And I think, Dan Marley was on those teams, I believe. So, he played against squads, LeBron lover. The Pistons were far from the Warriors. Durant and Curry both better than Thomas. They're better scorers, but good teams, but not the Warriors. None of them. Listen, if the Warrior was so... Okay, if the Warriors was so great, they're a great team, but I don't think they're the best team ever because they blew that 3-1 lead. So I think the best team ever is 96 Bulls because they got the best record and won. So they didn't win. Let me see what he said. Because they're LeBron lover, boy. Jazz scored 53 points in the game in the final. They overrated. The Jazz, listen, LeBron can't beat Malone or the Jazz. His team can't beat them. Can't beat the Jazz. Jordan, that's how great Jordan was. You proving my point. If this Bulls team, if Jordan just, just blah blah, he put one of the best team, the best team in the West to 53 points. That's how great Jordan is in making a team. Cause he didn't do it by himself. Who else was on the team? All the other players that you just failed to look over. He got them boys going. He got them boys on defense, and they held the best team to 53 points. Okay? The mailman never delivered when it mattered. LeBron didn't either. Unless Ray Allen, Mario Chalmers, Shane Battier, Kyrie Irving, Richard Jefferson. He never did it. Okay? He never did it. He couldn't make a free throw to save his life. LeBron can't either. Okay? LeBron started crying. Oh man, we need help. LeBron lover 040 EHV. Who did LeBron got 3 rings. Well, you want to consider now Kyrie Irving, especially Ray Allen, and all of them saving them. You could be my guess, okay? Who did LeBron James make? This all I want to know, LeBron lover. Who did LeBron James make better? Who did he make better? Made him good enough? Cause there's a lot of people that Jordan made good enough to win the finals. Who did LeBron make good enough to win the finals? That stepped up in the finals. That was a marginal player. Because Scott Burrell, Judge Bushner, and all them, they were marginal players. And he made better. At least better, good enough to win the finals with them. Okay? He had Mo Williams at All-Star. But earlier you said that Boobie Gibson was the second better player. But he made Mo Williams an All-Star. Okay. LeBron spray painted his whole house with sympathy, and Malone never did that. Yeah, you kind of right, because I believe something fishy about that, but I think he was just trying to get the sympathy of Steph Curry, because they were just but they were putting the clinic on him. Man, maybe if I do this, they'll ease off on me, But anyway, back to basketball. Gibson was 2007. Yeah, you right. Okay, who else he made? Who did he make? You talking about William was All-Star? Okay, that's fine. Who did he make step up like Jordan did? Cause Scott Burrell then wasn't no All-Star. Kerr never was an All-Star. So he stepped them up. He made them get better enough to endure the finals and to win. Who did LeBron do that to? That's all I want to know. Not who did he make who was on the All-Star team and all this other stuff, Well, I'm not talking about LeBron and the scandal. That's another LeBron lover angle. We know this a LeBron lover angle, folks. Hey, we know that Michael Jordan heads over here better than him on the court. So we gonna talk about the other stuff off the court. That answer the question, LeBron lover. Who did he make better to be good enough so they could perform great in the finals like Jordan did? Scott Burrell, Will Perdue, Luke Longley. Who did he do? And Kobe did. Jordan Farmar and Sacha Reed. Kobe did it too. These guys wasn't no All-Star, but he got them good enough to win. Okay. Yeah, he made Isaiah Thomas worse. And Derrick Rose had had a breakdown and left the team for months. Okay, so these the players that this all I want to know. 040. Okay, who did he make better? The equivalent of Sasha Virgic, Jordan Farmar, Scott Burrell, Randy Brown, Ron Harper, and all of them. Who do you make better? Cause LeBron traded teammates. You right. And anointed drummer. He trade his teammates. He don't make them better. When you heard about Joy, cause the documentary, they uncovering all this stuff. Who did he trade? Oh man, this team ain't good. Anderson Varejao. The same Anderson Varejao who went to the Warriors during that season, he said, look, man, I need to go. I'm going to go with the Warriors, okay? Birdman. He made Birdman better. He made Mario Chalmers better. The same Mario Chalmers who won a national title, he made him better. Okay, and Birdman, he made not Wade, it was Birdman, okay? Because Wade was the leader of the team. Funny, I find it funny. You name most of these players with the Miami Heat. And also after this, LeBron lover, who did who did Michael Jordan stab in the back? Like somebody, I ain't hear nobody yet. You know, they talk about Horace Grant, you know, ain't no snitch Michael Jordan and all of that, you know, all of that going on. But you never heard anybody saying, I was on team, I ain't kissed Michael Jordan butt, and he got me traded. You know, he got me kicked off the team. Nobody never said that. Because guess what? It's the same team in the beginning of the season to the end of the season through the finals. Okay? That's pretty much it. Give or take, one person go be a free agent and sign with somebody else. But other than that, it's the same team that Michael Jordan rolled with twice. Okay? Then these are the facts. Every team LeBron go to, they either trade most of the team. Notice you ain't really see that with the Miami Heat because it was Wade's team, and Wade said, look, man, we could win with this team. We don't need to stab all these players in the bag because, you know, LeBron was pushing for it. And Wade was like, you notice you ain't really see that in Miami. Like all these people getting traded, the coach getting fired and all that. It was Wade's team. You know, Wade said, look, man, Eric Spoelstra is a good coach. We got a good team. You need to step up, LeBron. We ain't trading nobody. We'll add some people, but we ain't trading nobody. Okay? And that's why you didn't see that big turnaround at the trade deadline with the Heat. You noticed that, LeBron lover? Hey, E40, answer me. You noticed that? But when LeBron get to the team, because he can't make them better, because Wade made Joe Anthony and all of them better, okay, to win. See, that's why you ain't see it in Miami. But once you got to Cleveland, he can't make nobody better. So what he do? He stabbed David Blatt in the back. Oh, he ain't a good coach. We need Tyronn Lue, you know. Then eventually stabbing him in the back, causing the man to get a heart attack the last year, you know, or heart problems or something. This man 40, this man in the early 40s, and then he was a basketball player, Tyronn Lue. He had no, you know, he got no reason to have heart problems and stuff. You know, he ain't overweight, but he had heart problems by coaching LeBron. He traded all the Andrew Wiggins was a good player. You know, he was a rookie with potential. He got stabbed him in the back before he even stepped foot on the court. Get rid of him for Kevin Love. Jordan would have said, come on, Andrew Wiggins, you could be a 3. You know, you could be a 3, and I'll be the 2, and we're gonna run. And Kyrie Irving, come on. Okay, that what he would have done, Jordan. But instead, he stabbed Wiggins in the back. Wiggins didn't even see it coming. Trade deadline, trade all these players. Got Nancy Drew and who else? Benny Hill and all this other players. Jay Crowder got them traded. Got Isaiah Thomas, traded him. Got Deron Williams, traded for him. He was complete trash in the finals. Okay, there was a former All-Star, Deron Williams, trash. Got Derrick Rose, panic attack. Got Kevin Love, mental breakdown. You know, mental issues. You know, listen now. When Kevin Love was in Minnesota, you ain't see nothing about him having mental issues and all of the Derrick Rose. When he was getting injured on all these teams with the Bulls and the Knicks and all that, you ain't hear nothing about no mental breakdown. Soon they start playing with LeBron. Kevin Love, mental breakdown. Derrick Rose disappeared from the team. Tyronn Lue, about to die. Chris Bosh was about to die. Literally, he was about to die. Kevin Love, mental breakdown, you know. So if Jordan was such a evil person and these players hated his guts, how come you ain't never hear nothing about all these players playing with Jordan have mental breakdowns? What did he say? What did LeBron ever say? LeBron didn't have half the help Durant did. Really, with Bosh, Wade, Ray Allen, who else he had on that team? Who else was on that team? Rashard Lewis and all of them, you know. Love couldn't carry his team to the playoffs. He couldn't, but the point is he didn't have mental breakdowns. Okay? And actually, Kevin Love got worse when he started playing with LeBron. He became a spot up 3-point shooter. In Minnesota, he used to lead the league in double doubles and rebounds and all this other stuff. Soon, that's not true. Harden not better than Wade. That crazy talk right there. And he used to lead the league in rebounds, double doubles, and all that in Minnesota. Soon he got with LeBron, spot up 3-point shooter. Okay, faded away. Durant is a snake. Yeah, he's a snake. He did the same thing LeBron did. I can't win. He ain't a leader either, not Durant, but he better than LeBron. And two, Durant realized he's not a leader. Okay, he said, look, folks, he did some article when he first joined. Look, I ain't the leader. Steph is the leader. I'm not the leader. I'm not a leader. He said it. So I can respect him more for living in reality. He acknowledging that he's not a leader. LeBron think he a leader. He's not. You saw what happened after he left Wade. Okay? Like I said, Love led the league in rebounds and double doubles. Soon he got the Cleveland start sucking. Isiah Thomas, all-star, all-star point guard. So he got with LeBron, suck, and then they stole him under the bus and traded him. Okay. Derrick Rose, former MVP, on the up and up, hasn't been injured in a while. Started playing with LeBron, mental breakdown, come back with dreads and stoic and all this other stuff. Chris Bosh, double doubles, 10 plus rebound a game, played with LeBron, about to die, spotted 3-point shooter. Okay? So who did he make better? Okay, the question is, a better question is LeBron Love 040. Who did Jordan make worse? Who was a good player with Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan? And soon they start playing with Michael Jordan, they start playing like trash. Cause I can name all the players of Chris Bosh for LeBron, Chris Bosh, Love, Derrick Rose. Okay. All these players, Rondo, I could just go down the line. Okay? To name the players who start playing like garbage with LeBron, and then y'all LeBron love logic. You gotta sacrifice something before you play with LeBron. You gotta sacrifice something. So Kevin Love averaging 13 rebounds. Okay, I get it. You play with LeBron ain't great, but we'll just go along with your logic. Okay, I get it. You ain't gonna score 30 points a game, cause it was just you in Minnesota. But when you play with another great player, you just ain't gonna go down by half. Cause when Clyde Drexler went to Houston, he didn't score. I was scoring all these points. When I started playing with a lot one, I only scoring 4 points a game. Kevin Love averaged about 13 rebounds a game at Timberwolves. He should still be close to that, like 10 or 11. How much you got to sacrifice playing with LeBron for scoring 25 points to score 12 points? That's a lot of sacrifice, Love couldn't. Okay, let's see what he said there. Ron Harper was an all-star in Cleveland, a role player in Chicago. He destroyed Ron Harper. Oh, yeah, he destroyed Ron Harper. But this is destroyed Ron Harper. He later went on, after he won 3 titles, he later went on, started for a Laker team and won a title. Yeah, but he really destroyed Ron Harper, boy. Ron Harper sucked so bad that he was a starter and won the title with the Lakers. Yeah, but you right. Ron was better in Chicago. Ron was pretty much the same during that span. Okay, double-digit rebounds. He was never a scorer, so that wasn't gonna change. So he pretty much, that's another. You proved my point. Rodman played the same. Rodman was better in Chicago in Detroit. Okay. Well, he was younger, and then pretty much he pretty much played the same since Detroit. leading the league in rebounds, and not scoring that much and playing good defense. So what are you talking about? Rodman played the same. Unlike when players play with LeBron, they play worse. Rodman played the same. That's a fail. Okay? That is a fail. Jordan had feel and never proved he could play without him. Well, he retired, so he came up with the Wizard, but by then he still was a good player, Jordan. So that's a fail. He carried Jordan. Oh, okay. Okay, what? How many points Phil had? Without the triangle, Jordan would be still losing in the first round. Well, Phil had a hand in it, but it's up to the player. This the point I'm trying to make. You can have the greatest coach, because LeBron had the greatest, not the greatest coach, had a good coach, Eric Spoelstra, and Eric Spoelstra still couldn't get LeBron to win championships. He still laid an egg. Okay, so coaches play a part, but it's up to the player, because I guarantee you this, LeBron lover. If Phil Jackson the GOAT, as you say, he could have. You mean to tell me if Phil Jackson had marginal players, scrubbed from other teams, he get them together, he just learned them, he made them learn the triangle, they would have won, not necessarily seats, but won some titles. Jordan with the Wizard was a bomb. LeBron at that age still the number one in the league. Well, Jordan was out of the league, and it was a whole different game then. And then he still was good. He still was better than most players in the league at 40, 38, 39. And then also he was 39 years old. Okay. And then he went all them finals and played since 1985. Okay. And y'all keep saying this, Jordan, y'all keep saying age and all this other stuff. LeBron, that role player started when he was 17. So he had a head start. Okay? Jordan wasn't, listen, Jordan wasn't dedicated to the game like LeBron. Really? Did you see the documentary? He's a quitter. He quit 2 times. LeBron in year 17 and still dominate. Okay, now I want to remember that now, because last year when he didn't make the playoffs, because he didn't make, he did, he got all these miles, Shannon Sharp. He got all these miles on Skip Bayless, but now before the pandemic, you probably wearing the GOAT mask too. You and Shannon Sharp wearing the GOAT mask. Oh, he back. He the MVP, But watch when he lose when the league come back, because he ain't going to win. The Clippers go beat him. Oh, the pandemic. He played 17 years, Skip Bayless. What you expect? And then LeBron turns out Jordan quit. Jordan retired from the game. This guy made a good point. LeBron quit while he was playing. Okay? So, being a quitter, in my eyes, and your definition, LeBron lover, totally different. Michael Jordan didn't wait till the finals, played in game 3. Oh man, I hate this team. I'm not gonna play hard. I'm gonna quit and let the team down. Like Pippen did. Now what Pippen did in that playoff game, now he quit. If Jordan did that, you would have had a point. LeBron did that multiple times. He quit. Well, really, he quit in 2010. I give him that. He quit. Okay, and then in 2014, he made excuses, i.e. quit, all these cramps, all this heat getting to me, NBA, I can't play. And then the other year, he came in there a year or so ago, he came to the game after they got swept. He showed up with the hand, my hand, that's why I didn't win, my hand. Kobe quit versus Phoenix. Well, that's why Kobe ain't the GOAT to me. But he better than LeBron. He more closer than the GOAT than LeBron. Okay? Stop holding LeBron to a different standard. Whoa. Kobe is not the GOAT. Okay, I said that we compare him to Jordan. You said that LeBron is the GOAT. He's not. Spoiler alert, he's not the GOAT. And the GOAT is Michael Jordan. So we comparing these two. So I'm putting him on the standard as my GOAT that never quit. He retired. He didn't quit during the game. He waited till after the series was over. He won and retired. Okay? So that's the standard. So did LeBron retire? Did he beat Boston and saying won the finals, I'm gonna retire, and then come back a year later? That's not a quitter to me. You know, if he retired from the game, LeBron quit doing the game. Tell me somebody sleeping with his mama. You know, that's the reason why. How come that's the reason why you play bad? It'll be one thing. Okay, that man sleeping with his mama. He play good. He get the player kicked off the team next year or whatever. Then that's fine. Okay, so that's how mentally weak on the court. LeBron is. If that now it ain't nothing like, oh man, this man sleep with my wife or something like that, you know, or something tragic happened and he got his mind off that. Okay, then I won't even say he quit then. He had a lot of stuff in his mind. But his reason for quitting versus Boston is because somebody sleep with his mama. Okay, not his wife or something like that. His mama, and that's why he quit. Jordan was playing. His daddy got murdered. He was playing. Okay, you never knew that. All this stuff about gambling and all of that, and him retiring after the Phoenix series. You know, he thinking about giving it up. You know, and stuff like that. All that was floating around. I couldn't tell that none of that was going on. The Utah Jazz game, oh man, I'm gonna retire, you know, or not. You know, that was going through his head. His daddy got killed going through his head. Isiah Thomas, you know, the Boston Celtic one. His sister, somebody got killed. Look how he played. You know, you wouldn't even knew that. If you didn't know the backstory leading to the game, he played his butt off. But LeBron James quit because somebody was sleeping with his mama? That's what made him quit? You know, Isiah Thomas' sister got murdered or killed or something. He played his butt off. That'd be understandable if he didn't play, you know. But he still played. You know, all that was flown in his head. Because it been flown in my, I don't think I could have played. But somebody sleep with his mama? That's what made him quit on the team? Because he quit on the team. Okay? He quit on the team. Shaq and Kobe. Kobe with the charge. Yeah, let's go to Kobe. Kobe with the rape charge and all this other stuff. He go to court, come back, score 50, go on to court the next day, come back for the game, play, went to the final with all that. They ain't win, but he went to the finals with all of that going on in his head. He didn't quit then, and he was facing prison time. But LeBron James quit because somebody was sleeping with his mama. Okay, so what? You know, yeah, it'd be kind of weird that a player that my age sleep with my mama. But at the end of the day, I handle that after the court, you know, after the game. But that wouldn't be, oh man, I'm so, you know, messed up about it that, you know, I'm a brick and let Paul Pierce dunk on me and all this other stuff. Come on now. You know, that's just crazy. You know, y'all LeBron level, but y'all, you know, retirement is a quit. You know, I work at a job, when I first started there a couple years ago, the guy that was shadowing me, I was shadowing him rather. You know, he was about to retire in a couple of months, like around December. So, you know, I got to know him and I still go over his, I'll talk to him to this day. And he was retiring. So I guess using y'all LeBron level logic, when we had a retirement party, I should have just sat on the table and called him a quitter. You a quitter. You retiring. You a quitter. And they said, why? He said, well, according to LeBron lover, retiring from your job is a quitter. You know, you accomplish all the stuff you want in your job and you retiring, that's a quitter to LeBron lovers. I should have just sat on the table, pointed at him, and call him a quitter. You a quitter for retiring from your job, you know. You know, it ain't like Michael Jordan supposed to show up to play and then show up and just say, man, I quit. Then, yeah, that's a quitter. You know, but he didn't do that. So, now, yeah, almost an hour. I ain't meant to be talking that long. He just, this particular LeBron lover, you know, thinking that LeBron James is great. He's not. Okay? And I'm just arguing with the LeBron lover. Okay? He is not the best. You, Kendrick Perkins, Shannon Sharp, Nick Wright, y'all can say LeBron James the GOAT all y'all want, but at the end of the day, y'all can use Isiah Thomas. Oh, look, he stabbed Isiah Thomas in the back. You could use, yeah, he a snitch because Shannon Sharp today. He dry snitch and Skip Bayless. He dry snitch. You know, he told us that T-Bay was doing dope, was doing coke and with women and all that. He dry snitch. Look, you know, LeBron the GOAT. So these are my thoughts. I might do one later. I hope this LeBron will come back with some more better arguments than what he was saying. So I'm out, folks. LeBron James is a role player. With that said, that's it.